Alrighty, today we're going to be taking a look at the Anycubic Kobra Max. This thing is a beast. I've been doing a lot of 3D printing, have an Etsy store. I'm looking up my game and starting to print some cosplay stuff. I want to try to print stuff in whole pieces. So this is the first machine of this size I got my hands on. Let's take a look at what we got here in the box. So, as you can see, here's a print plate. Now this print plate is tempered glass. I also believe it's textured. Let me take a look here. Yeah, it's textured. It's textured there. And this thing's huge. This is about 17 inches by a little over 16 inches. So it's almost 4 times the size of what I was printing on before. You know, a little bit bigger than this. So I mean, that is a huge upgrade for me. So we got that. What else we got in the box here? Looks like we have a thingamabobber here to hold our filament. So we'll get that there. Looks like we have a bag of goodies. So what's in the bag of goodies here? So, you know, got a little bit of filament. I don't know what we're gonna do with that. A power cord. Looks like it was an inspection piece. Oh, look here, we got a little micro SD card. A tool to clean out a nozzle. Let's see now. I got an SD adapter. And it looks like we got some different hardware. Looks like there's a nozzle here, some Allen wrenches, screws, just various sizes. We got the instructions, some more screws, zip ties, a couple of cheap little wrenches. So kind of standard in here. I think the tools that come with it are a little lackluster. You know, like I said, little cheap screwdrivers and stuff, and Allen wrenches and blah, you know. All right, what else is in here? Looks like this. We got our screen. We'll set that off to the side also. Down in here, some bars. Looks like these are the support bars that run beside our rigging. Let's get this foam open. Ooh, a little stuck. Let's see what else is in here. Whoa. There's the meat and potatoes of the operation there, buddy. Wow, check that out. Again, that's going to be huge. Man. So this, that comes out. It's one piece, as you can see. It looks like this is going to be a pretty quick assembly here. So it looks like that piece is just going to end up bolted in. Looks like it's got, we'll talk about that in a minute. Man, I can say so far this is packed pretty well. A lot of foam pieces in here. Definitely did not slide around in transit. I can dig it. All right, let's see what the best way to do this is here. Whoa. Oh, it's alive. All right. Let's get that out of the way. I don't think there's anything else in the box. So what we got here is, like I said, this is where your build plate's going to be. You got dual rails here. That's kind of nice. Let me flip this on this side. More foam. Get that piece of foam out. On the bottom. All right. You have your power supply here. You have your your innards there. There's some nice rubberized feet there. You got your wiring. Your wiring looks like it's all pretty much intact, ready to go. You just gotta plug in your various devices. You got a power switch. Looks like it's pretty sturdy construction. Now it does look, for these duals here, that there's one motor in the back that operates those. We also have, on this has got dual motors, one here, one on the other side for that access. Pretty cool. Man, there's a lot of stuff on there. All right, so we're going to get the instruction book and we're going to start going through some of the assembly. So here's our instructions. You know, they kind of just fold out. They look pretty straightforward. The instructions have everything from assembling the machine. It's got the wiring. He walks you through all the wiring here. It also has, talks about, you know, the x-axis. Shake the print head manually. If it wobbles, tighten it. It goes to, you know, bed leveling, loading filament. What else do we got here? It does a rough little bit on printing. You know, it's just removing filament, and then it's got some attention. It looks like some, you know, warnings there, whatnot. So the nice thing is, if you don't know a whole lot about parts, it tells you here. It's got the screws and stuff listed out. Tells what they are. So on either side, you're going to see here these silver pieces. Those silver pieces are marked there so that you can mount the beam. It's got a groove in it. So we're going to go ahead and get that on there. Now these bolts are going to go on from the bottom, and we'll put these two bolts on each side. So we'll get those going. Now one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to get this towards the edge of this table, because, like I said, we're going to screw from the bottom. Now you want to make sure these motors are also facing towards the back. There we go. Let's start off finger tightening. Like I said, you kind of hang this over the edge of the table. Get these in here. Just finger tighten them. After they're finger tightened, use your Allen wrench. Tighten them the rest of the way. We'll do the same thing for the other side. All right, so that's on there. That is actually really sturdy already. I'm probably kind of impressed with the size of this thing. But dang, okay. So that's on there. Let's see what the next step is. All right, so the next step is I'm gonna flip this bad boy around. We're gonna install the supporting rods. So next we're gonna need these screws, the M5, it looks like 14, 16. And we also need these little washers. So these silver washers are gonna go on top here. So I'll set those aside. These black ones are gonna go on bottom. So those ones will go on bottom with these long screws. All right, so we got the, excuse me. We got it looking like a printer. Let me see if I can show this to you. Anyways, so it's standing upright. We got the support arms on and all that stuff. Next thing is this screen. This screen's going to have two holes here, one hole here. So basically two bolts here, one on top, and it'll sit like that. So far the setup for this is really easy. So I'm going to go ahead and get that bolted on. And that's going to probably be these buggers here. Alrighty, so next thing is we're gonna install this plate, this glass plate. So we got our screen on over here, and we got our very sturdy framework in there. Now this comes with these clips. There's 6 of them. I'm gonna put 3 in the front, 3 in the back. So if you look at this clip, it has a one end is flat and one end's got a lip on it. That lip's supposed to be on the bottom. So what I'm seeing here is we're gonna probably want to put, man, these are gonna be hard to get on. Dang. Okay, so they're a bit rough to get on. I'll just tell you that now. So we get one kind of in the center. Looks like the best thing to do is to put that lip on the bottom, on the metal piece, and then push up, possibly. I don't know, I'm gonna have a couple tries to get this, but I'm not a fan of these clips. So once you get the first ones on, it doesn't appear to be so bad. I've never printed with a glass bed before, so this is gonna be interesting. All right, so that's on there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this down in the basement where my setup's gonna be, and we will do the wiring. I don't know if I'm gonna bore you with the wiring stuff. You know, we'll go from there. We'll get this set up, we'll get ready for test print, and start to dial it in, and we'll go from there. Alrighty, so here we are at the moment of truth. Got everything assembled here. I haven't put filament in it yet. Haven't even turned it on. But like I said, it's all been wired. I didn't show you guys the wiring because, you know, these instructions that came with this thing are pretty dang good. So go through them. They'll walk you through it really well. Anyways, we're gonna start with the next step in the instruction book, and we're gonna turn this bad boy on. Man. Ooh. Do something. Hopefully do something. Does it take a minute? All right, so after some troubleshooting, you know, I figured, so I tried to turn this on. It did not come on. So the first thing I did is I went and checked the power supply. Does it have a switch for 210 to, you know, 110 or whatever? No switch. I checked that there was power to the motherboard. There was power there. So I'm freaking out. Well, for grins, I had originally put an SD card, micro SD card into this. There's a slot down here for it. I took it out. It turned on. So when you put this together, don't put a micro SD card in here. It looks like it actually goes right here. So I'll figure that out more. This is my first Anycubic, so you have to bear with me. So we will turn this on, and if it fires up, let's see if we can get this so you can see some of these options here. You have to excuse me, I'm moving into this space right now in this basement here. All right. So, first thing we're going to want to do here is we're going to level the bed. So we're going to go to prepare. We're going to do leveling. We're going to do auto leveling. And then a pop-up will appear in the window. And it's going to use the nozzle touch for calibration. Note that you'll need the calibration to do the calibration within 1 minute. All right, so basically, the first time you level this, I would suggest taking, you know, the wrench. You just touch it to the nozzle, and you hold it there until this decides it's going to hone. And so basically what that does is calibrates the sensor for on there so they can start doing the bed leveling. So we're learning as we go along. Let's just take a look here. It's kind of going and it's doing its thing. Getting ready to do some auto leveling. I apologize ahead of time for this audio quality. I'm in a basement. This will eventually be my workspace. It's our studio. I'll put some, you know, stuff together to show you guys what I'm gonna be doing down here eventually. Oh, had a little bit of something drizzle out there too. Towards the end, you can see. So it looks like this was tested, which was kind of cool. Let's get this here. Ow, that's hot. Yeah, stupid. Well, a little bit of, I don't think you can see too much, a little bit of filament that came out of that nozzle. So looks like they did run this at the factory before it came here. That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, no. So it says preheating, please wait, and then it'll go through its auto leveling sequence. So after we do the auto leveling, what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to load some filament, and we're going to do a test print, and I'll let you guys know how that goes. All right, so we're done with the first print. This was, man, it's stuck to that bed. But it's an owl. It looks like it's a pretty nice print. I'm gonna have to find my my scraper. But yeah, there it is. So I think we're dialed in pretty good. So I'll start a bigger print.